Trump launches rapid response to fight fake news. Guys, all right. That's a suggestion via Discord, guys.
Dealing with the liberal media is at the top of President Trump's mind. And now the White House... Dealing with the liberal media is at the top of President Trump's mind. And now the White House is rolling out a new strategy to hold the media accountable. It's launching a new social media page called Rapid Response 47, providing real-time updates on the administration's every move. The first page reads, quote, "Welcome to the official rapid response account of the Trump 47 White House. We will support President Donald J. Trump's America First agenda and hold the fake news accountable for their lies. Let's make America great again."
Guys, I mean, I like the idea of them having their own thing that just pushes out exclusively what's going on in the White House. But keep this in mind, that can also be tampered with, though, guys.
Fake news accountable for their lies. Let's make America great again. Kaylee, the name of the game here is accountability. Rapid response is an important endeavor for any campaign. I mean, these guys are so impressive. They're like young keyboarders who know everything and in an instant can fact check.
Yeah, and one of their responsibilities is going to be to push back on the liberal hoaxes, the false narratives that are going to come out about this administration and its policy moves. But I almost wonder if this page is really necessary, because I feel like the leftist media has done such a good job of just destroying their credibility on their own.
To a certain extent, but not to their base.
Media has done such a good job of just destroying their credibility on their own that I wonder if anyone even takes them seriously anymore. And I was thinking of this.
Their entire base takes them seriously, guys.
During the very first White House press briefing this week, when an Associated Press reporter asked Caroline Leavitt if she was going to vow to be honest and truthful at all times. And I was sitting there thinking, where were you when you were sitting in front of Karine Jean-Pierre? How many questions did you ask about the president's cognitive ability at that time? Were you accurately reporting on the COVID lab leak? Did you try and suppress the Hunter Biden laptop story? And the answer for the vast majority of reporters in that room is that they all lied. They're not honest people. And the greatest thing about this
no one is honest.
Past election cycle is that voters have figured that out, and they just don't listen to them anymore.
You know, Emily, and I just think about some of the
their entire base listens to them and believes them legitimately. This is why we have such a drastic, left and right in this country. It's because legitimately the right listens exclusively to their echo chamber, the left listens exclusively to their echo chamber, But all right.
Truths that have now been debunked. The COVID lab leak theory, which is now credible all of a sudden.
Right.
Lafayette Square, we've been through this on the show, but the most egregious one during my tenure was the bounties on the head of U.S. soldiers that they said Russia had in Afghanistan, and they suggested Trump didn't do anything and let our soldiers die, to which the Daily Beast later revealed Trump might have been right to call it a hoax. The left-wing Daily Beast. Accountability is important.
Because everything, I mean, the list is so long, the whipping, things that were brought up, by the way, in these confirmation hearings, literally those mistruths continue to be put forth by sitting senators and sitting congressmen. It kills me. Here's what I love about it, though, is that if libs try to come out and say, but what about all the disinformation and misinformation and all the million other misinformation words, we can be like, oh yeah, totally, actually, go to Rapid 47 and that's the account. Yeah, that's the one that has the facts. So just give it right back to them so that they know the truth actually is out there.
Yeah, George.
Yeah, they're also not going to believe it still, though, guys. I mean, understand how deluded everyone is when it comes to the American politics, right? The left is not going to believe anything at all that is posted on that page.
This is a way to be on offense.
Absolutely, but I think it's absolutely necessary. And look, he was very clever in disrupting the way that the traditional media reports. And this is a reflection of that election victory and directly responding in an unfiltered way. Has such an amazing ability to connect directly with constituents. And this is just an extension of that. I'm going to be interested to see if he creates an AI-generated bot that reflects him and can kind of respond and spin quickly in the middle of the night. But now we are in a 24/7, 365 news cycle, literally. And this is a reflection of that. And it's exciting to see the White House. And we should pose the question to you as a former press secretary on how this should be structured.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's hard to correct the record in the aftermath. I remember when Jim Acosta quoted me out of context, and the first tweet gets like 1 billion retweets, and even his colleague Jake Tapper said, oh, it's not quite what she said, and then the cleanup effort is very minimal. You know, speaking of cleanup efforts, Leslie, I want to remind everyone what we were told about just how sharp Joe Biden was. Let's bring in the other Joe.
Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth.
Okay.
And F you if you can't handle the truth.
Oh.
This
On TV?
version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever.
That's ridiculously hilarious, guys.
Not a close second. If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it.
Well,
It wasn't the truth, Leslie.
No, it wasn't
I'm
the truth.
sorry, I don't go to Joe Scarborough for my facts.
Hey, I don't know. You're on the left.
No, I don't. And as a liberal,
I don't go to none of these channels for the facts, guys. I mean, this is all corporate media, right? Regardless of whatever, ideology they're basically, promoting, this is all basically opinion.
offended when you use a generalization. Everybody lies. Liberals lie, conservatives lie.
I didn't lie about Joe
Exactly.
Biden's cognitive abilities.
It's the reason, it's one of the commandments because, God knows that we struggle with that. What I would love to have the president fact check himself. I just don't believe that's really going to happen. I have seen, and at least I'm not being disingenuous, I'm being honest. I have seen lies come out of Democrats' mouth. I've seen lies come out of Republicans' mouth. I can go on with list of both, whether it's, eating the cats and the dogs, or, the list just goes on and on. If this actually does say, okay, President Trump said this, on this date and then said that, which did he mean? Here is the truth, here is the lie. That'd be great. I just don't think we're going to see that from this.
Hey, guys, I just said this, right? The thing about it is that I do think that it's a cool idea. It's definitely a super cool idea, right? For the ability for the White House to basically come out and say, hey, listen, whatever they're saying right there is crazy. It's nonsense. Here's the link of the entirety of the statement. If that's the thing, great. So we have actual video proof of the thing actually that was meant to be said, let's say. Instead of taking small TikTok clips out of context, we get the full context of statements. If that's the case, all right. But just keep this in mind here. Everything has the ability to be tampered with. Everything. Right? Everything has a baked in either bias or half-truth.
It'd be nice to have unbiased fact checkers because we know Glenn Kessler, Washington Post, all of these folks are quite muted when it comes to the left, but very vociferous when it comes to the right. All right.
Oh, okay. Right. Guys, exactly what that woman said at the end here, guys. Everyone lies. Listen, the establishment Republicans are no better than the establishment Democrats. They're the same. They're the same thing. They go to their kids' barbecues, birthday parties. They go to dinner parties and wine tastings with each other while everyone else on the outside is sitting there fighting with each other all day long, guys. That's how that works. All right? Just understand. The best fact checker is you. You just have to put the work in, right? You can get the truth, right? Definitely. And I'd rather you go through a couple of sources to actually get what's actually true because everyone is a liar. I'm telling you, everyone is lying. There's the truth. It's out there. You can grab it, but just make sure you're getting the truth from the correct, truthful sources, guys. But either way, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. The fact that you just made it to the end of the video says a whole lot, actually. We have a couple other channels. MrLboyd Music, MrLboyd Movie Reacts, along with MrLboyd Discusses, where I just generally speak about the things that specifically matter to me. But in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later.